Okay, cut the music. Cut the music. Hold on. Oh, I know why. Because I have it going on my desktop. So let's exit out of that. Well, I was hoping that is what the case was. Hang on, y'all. I think I have two windows open here, and I want to make sure I don't get any feedback. Okay. So y'all know I got this new technology, this new streaming technology, and I'm trying to still figure things out. So y'all bear with me while we get this. Well, we may just have background music playing today. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go, y'all. So which one of these is going? Hello and good morning. Hello and good morning. Okay. Okay, so I do want to open up this browser here so that I can, and let me see if I can also see what's going on my phone, because we should be streaming live to both TikTok and YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. We are going to get into it a little in just a little bit. Let me check out the view here and help me out, y'all. I want to, okay, see, no, let's close it out. We don't want feedback. Don't want feedback. Okay. Hey guys, soon as I get it together, we are going to jump into our lesson today. We're going to be talking about the science of affirmations. Y'all know your girl is an affirmation junkie. I love affirmations. I say affirmations every day. I've been posting a lot of content recently about affirmations. I'm trying to pull up my YouTube over here because I can't pull up my TikTok on my phone. No, we don't want to connect our devices. And I do want to get a little bit of soft frequencies playing in the background for when we do our affirmations later. Okay, let's see. I appreciate y'all being patient with me. I do want to also allow additional time for some people to kind of jump in here. There's a delay. The thing is, with my streaming platform, I see a delay from what it's from real time. Okay, so I'm putting my phone here so I can see, because I want to be able to toggle back and forth. Okay, guys. I just woke up not too long ago and said my affirmations, right? Because I literally posted a video yesterday about the best time to say your affirmations. And let's turn the volume down here. Oh, oh, oh. Sorry about that. All right. I see Nicholas Rogers says, "What is this?" Well, this is going to be like a quick little master class, a learning session, if you will, talking about the science of affirmations, because I feel like when people hear the word affirmation, people think it's just words. That's just you saying quotes to yourself, and it is, right? Actually shows that these words are actual energy, and this energy can do a lot of really good things for us. It can help us reduce our stress levels, because who doesn't need that? It can help us to activate the reward centers in our brains, you know what I'm saying? Dopamine, those happy hormones, right? And literally, not figuratively, actually rewire your brain. We'll talk about how that works a little bit later. So, that is what this is today, Nicholas, to answer your question. That is what this is we're going to be talking about. By the end of this live today, you will know how to use the affirmations effectively, and we'll do a quick, grounded, guiding or guided affirmation session together. Okay. So, if y'all are ready for that, I would appreciate y'all's energy through likes, texts, getting this content out to other people who are interested in it. So, yeah, we're talking about energy today. Give me a little bit of energy through the chat. I can't unfortunately see the I can't see TikTok right now, so I can't see what is going on over there. If I The only way to do it is for me to open another tab in my computer browser, and I don't want to do that because I don't want to get the feedback. So, um, but y'all right here on YouTube, I can see y'all and I appreciate y'all. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. If y'all are ready, drop a little emoji in the comments for me. We'll go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and get started. Well, we've already started, but we'll keep this thing moving along. How about that? Okay. All right. So, we're talking about affirmations. So, why do affirmations matter? You know what I'm saying? We kind of mention that, when people hear the word affirmations, I feel like people sometimes dismiss it. But let me give you some science. Show you what the research says. So you don't have to like just believe me. You don't have to listen to me. So science actually shows why affirmations matter. I told y'all already, everything is energy. Y'all know that I'm big on energy. So if you break down affirmations to say like, oh, they're just words, well, think about words. What are words? Your words are energy. And I say that because from a scientific perspective, words are vibrations, right? Words are vibrations. So anytime you say something, you put your finger right here on your throat, you're going to feel a vibration. That vibration, though, the vibration that you feel in your body are sound waves, right? Is measurable. So that is what words are. Even when words don't come out of your mouth, it takes thought for you to think them. So it's still energy. So, everything is energy. And I'm actually working on another masterclass for y'all on energy because I feel like that probably would have been a good entry point to maybe start with before we get into affirmations, but I still think it will be relevant soon as I get it done. I wanted to have it done today, but it's so intensive. I may roll that one out like next Sunday, next Saturday or Sunday for y'all. But getting back to the research here, y'all know I have a background. I come from higher education. I majored in applied communication studies. Both my degrees, my undergraduate and graduate degrees, are both in communication studies. And I did my thesis actually on a breakup, but it was actually, to break it down, it was like how your self talk affects your. Y'all, I can't even remember what my thesis was on, but it was basically the idea of how self-talk affects you. I was going through a breakup and I was talking to myself. I was saying affirmations. I was trying to feel better. And so I did a whole lot of research on the effects of positive self-talk and affirmations at that time. It existed, but people didn't really talk about affirmations the way they do now. It wasn't trendy like it is now. And so back then, I didn't really call it affirmations. I did my study on self talk. But in that self talk, part of my research was on affirmations, right? And how going through that breakup, the things that I was saying to myself affected how I felt and affected my self-image and my confidence and my self-identity. So like the research that I did, that's pretty much what these three studies say here, the three that you see on the screen. So the first one, developed by Claude Steele, was the self-affirmation theory. And that theory was, like I said, similar to mine in that if you experience something negative, you can reaffirm to yourself, you can reassure yourself through positive words and examples of previous experiences about yourself and about your life to kind of help you overcome whatever the challenge or setback is that you experienced. Does that make sense? So, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, okay, my notes here. Self affirmation theory suggests that affirmations help maintain self integrity by reinforcing core values, right? When we affirm positive beliefs about ourselves, again, we reduce stress and build resilience. So that was the 1988 study by Claude Steele there. The second study was published in the Journal for Social Cognitive and Affective Neuroscience. And in this study, they use fMRI scans to show that affirmations activate the reward centers in your brain, particularly your prefrontal cortex, which is the part of your brain linked to self related processing and positive valuation. All of that basically says that scientifically, people were observed in this study using MRI scans. And after saying affirmations or thinking positive affirmations, it was shown, it was proven that certain areas of your brain light up. There, so that means that something is triggering that response, right? Our brains control everything in our bodies. So, having those parts of your brain stimulated by um, positive words, positive thinking, right? The reason I put these um, citations here is because of the internet, and I feel like don't just believe what I say, do your diligence, and also you can fact check. Okay. The last study here is a 2015 study by Nations lower our stress hormones, that cortisol, helping people to stay calm under pressure. So in real life, a real life example of how this study may have looked is that, say for example, you're working a job. I remember working a job and there were like moments where I had to literally take a break and calm myself, right? And just say to myself in that moment, even though I felt overwhelmed, I had to speak life into myself, and I had to remind myself, and I had to reaffirm and assure myself, hey, I'm safe. I am grounded. I'm okay in this moment. And even in the midst of feeling overwhelmed, literally taking those few moments to be intentional and speak to yourself and take a deep breath can help you feel better. And I'm sure, y'all have been in a moment, whether you in traffic or whether you're dealing with your kids and you catch yourself, you like, hold on, let me take a pause, right? Let me take a beat here. And you have to, say something to kind of shift your energy. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much, like I said, coming from a higher education background. I did a lot of research. I still do a lot of research just because I'm interested in research. I feel like I have a knack for taking research and breaking it down into like common sense, kind of like this. So I hope that makes sense to y'all, right? So moving on, and I here, I really like this slide here. Give me a second, y'all. I want to, yeah, see if we can change the view on that. Um, give me a quick second, y'all. All right. So affirmations versus intentions. If I could see y'all's comments on here, I would ask y'all to drop in the comments what you think the difference is. And also, you don't really have to, because I do have so, pretty much what they are, but just kind of curious, just picking your brain, what you think, if you didn't look at the definitions here, what do you think the differences would be between affirmations and intentions? So affirmations are positive statements that help reframe thoughts and beliefs to align with our desired outcomes. Okay. Um, that's pretty straightforward. That's pretty straightforward. Like we said before, positive words, positive quotes, positive statements that we say to ourselves to try to help us think a little bit differently. Okay. Intentions, on the other hand, intentions are the why. You can think of intentions as being like the why behind your affirmation. So, for example, right, if you want to feel more abundant, or you have a desire to be more confident, or your goal is to have a healthier lifestyle, that is your intention. Okay, that's your desire. Affirmations help to support your belief system that align with that desire. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's just the why. When I was going through my breakup, right? I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel confident. Sometimes I didn't feel worthy because, I was going through a breakup. I was facing rejection. Somebody didn't want me. And so, we hate to admit it, but oftentimes, especially when it comes to relationships, and not just relationships, but oftentimes when it comes to relationships or just dealing with rejection in general, even whether you get, denied for a job or a promotion, getting overlooked, feeling that rejection, we hate to admit it, but it does sometimes are um a little bit. And so when I was going through my breakup, I wanted to feel better. I wanted to feel worthy. And so my confidence and stuff had gotten really low. I'm telling y'all, it got so low that I was Googling how to feel better, and literally in the midst of Googling how to feel better. And also at that time, y'all, I was writing for my blog, therealblackcarriebradshaw.com. But because of the nature of the research that I was doing, because of the nature of the research I was doing, it was too complex. Blog, because my blog is more laid back, and it's just more like, just like easy read stuff. And what I was researching was heavy. It was scientific. It was data and all this stuff. So I was like, how can I still study this and still pursue this? In what way without having to put it on my blog? And y'all, that is literally how I ended up getting my master's degree. I was going through a heartbreak. I was Googling stuff. I had started writing stuff, just putting it in a Google Doc or something like that, or a Word doc maybe at that time, just putting ideas. And I was taking all of these research um, journals and stuff like I just shared with y'all. I was taking all of these research papers and just putting them in a document to read to help myself feel better. And that is literally what led me into my master's program. And yeah, so getting back on point, my intention was that I wanted to feel better. And because I didn't feel better, because I didn't feel like I was enough, because I wasn't enough to this person, I needed to get back to a place where I felt like I was enough, like where I believed I was worthy enough. And so every day when I would go to work, I would go on YouTube somewhere and literally listen to affirmations in my car on my morning commute. And of course, when I came back home, and then once I got home and got in bed, I would say my affirmations. I would just say them. I had them posted up. This was before that show Being Mary Jane came out with Gabrielle Union. This was before that time. And I had posted notes all around, like everywhere. And I still do. I still keep posting notes just to remind me of who I am, pretty much. So, yeah, my intention was that I wanted to feel better. And so the affirmations that I said helped support my intention. Does that make sense? Okay. So, yeah. So, how affirmations work, and this may be for the next slide, but affirmations influence neural pathways in your brain and behaviors, creating new habits and reinforcing positive thought patterns. Affirmations can be used to reshape how we view ourselves, reduce limiting beliefs, and increase self confidence. Okay. Um, we're going to switch over to the next slide here. So, how to make affirmations work for you? How can we make affirmations work for us? So, I have four little bullet points here. If you know anything about affirmations, you probably understand the reason for the first point here, the present tense. Just to kind of go a little bit further, there's a book by Eckhart Tolle called The Power of Now. I'm actually looking at it. Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. And it is a really good read, although it is sometimes like I've had to read it more than once because the first time I read it, it was going all over my head. I'm like, what are you saying, sir? And having been more intentional with reading it and try with the desire to like really understand the power of now and the essence of the message of the book, what I know to be true is that the reason people say the present is a gift is because the present really is all we have. And I feel like, and I'm speaking from personal experience, like a lot of times, like I'm a person who is very analytical and often in my head. um, oh geez. Often in my head, and I am starting to notice and become more aware of when I'm not being present. So what that looks like for me oftentimes is I will be with my family, physically present, but my mind will be somewhere else. Does that make sense with anybody? Does that resonate? And the reason why we need to be aware of that is because when we do that, we're losing time. We're losing the present moment. And not saying, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's not okay to have a thought or for you to think about the past or the future. What I am saying is don't let that be your primary state. Don't stay stuck in the past. Don't let your mind stay stuck on yesterday. What happened? What went wrong? Old situations, being hurt. Don't keep bringing that up in the present moment because then you get stuck in the past and that'll become your reality. When you keep talking about what happened yesterday, this person that did you wrong or why, how bad they are because they did this or that, where your attention goes, your energy flows. And so when you keep repeating things from yesterday, that becomes your current situation. And so we want to be present. We want to be present, right? Even as it relates to the future, you know, it's absolutely okay to plan and prepare for the future, but you can't, because here's the thing, we can't do anything about the past, so we got to let that go, right? We know that we have the ability, we have the power to influence our future, but we can't do it in the future. We have to do it now, in the present moment. Does that make sense? Yes, yes. Amen, amen. So, the present moment is the reason that we say our affirmations. I am worthy. I am safe. I am grounded. Because if you are feeling away, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling bad, it may be because of something that happened in the past, but you feel that feeling now in the present moment. And so, if you want to change that feeling now, we need to affirm right now, right? Okay. So, the next bullet point that we have there is to feel the emotion. And this one is tough. Granted, this one is easier said than done. And I get that. When I was going through my breakup, just going to keep using my same example here of my experience. When I was going through that time, there were times that I told you, there were times when I didn't feel worthy. Um, Guess what? I said those affirmations anyway. Some people say it's fake it until you make it. And if that works for you, then go with that. I feel like I feel like my experiences have shown me that, and we'll say this as an affirmation later, but my experience has been that it is working. It is working out for you. Even when it seems like it's not working out for you, it's still working out for you. So even if you don't feel the emotion, still say your affirmations, because I promise you there will come a time where you'll be saying your affirmations. You'll be like, oh, I'm really hurt. Like you'll really feel it because you have then built that identity. You have shifted that mindset, right? So um even if you don't feel the emotion, it is important to say it, because this probably should have gone on the other slide of how affirmations work, is that say it even if you don't feel it, because repetition and consistency are how you build that muscle, right? I say the muscle, but it's really like the neural pathways in your brain. So, another kind of way to think about how your brain is to think of it as like a highway system, right? So, chances are you are somebody who gets up and drives to work using the same route. You probably drive the same way to work every day. So in terms of like how your brain is set up, think of your brain as the streets that you drive, the highways and the streets that you drive. If you take the same streets to work every day, then that is what's building your brain, and it's automatic, it's subconscious. When you say there's an accident or something, you coming home from work, and you can't take the same way and you have to take a new way. Taking a new route requires a little bit more energy because you may not be as familiar with that route as the route that you take every day. So that is how your brain works. And when I talk about neuroplasticity, I feel like that's a good example, because why did my screen went out? What neuroplasticity is literally your brain's ability to change. And I should have a definition of that somewhere. I don't. I'm gonna go back and tweak these slides after we get off this live today. But neuroplasticity is literally your brain's ability to change. Um, and your brain is like a muscle, but there is again scientific research that shows that our brains have the capacity to literally change, not figuratively, and that only happens through repetition and consistency. So we say our affirmations daily, and that's getting to the third point. The reason that we say our affirmations daily is because the same way, if you go to the gym and you start trying to build muscle, right? You're not going to go to the gym one day or once a week and expect a drastic result. Is it helping? Yes. Of course it's helping. How much is it helping is the question. It's not hurting for sure. But the difference between somebody who works out, once a week and somebody who works out maybe 3 or 4 times a week, the difference between those people is going to be obvious. So it's the same idea here. You're not going to say your affirmations once or twice and expect it. I mean, like I said, if you do need like a temporary kind of grounding, something to just help you in the moment, yeah, you can say an affirmation, use that as like a coping tool or a stress reliever. But I'm talking about people who are interested in like a real mindset shift. I'm talking about people who are wanting to go from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. I'm talking about people who want to go from a scarcity mindset, a lack mindset, to a more abundant mindset. I'm talking about people who have an insecure attachment style who want to go to a secure attachment style. And that has been me. I've been all three of those people, right? Still working on shifting and rewiring some of those and reprogramming some of these mindsets, right? And that's why I believe in my affirmations. And so to get to the final point here, to personalize them, that's obvious, right? Make it personal to you, make it meaningful to you. There are a lot of good affirmations here on YouTube and on TikTok and just on the internet in general. And in just a few minutes, I'm gonna lead us in an affirmation session um that I wrote. Um but yeah, so I mean, these affirmations may work for you depending on what your desire is, depending on like what your outcome is, and depending on, what your goal is, what it is that you're trying to accomplish right now. Some of these affirmations may work for you. Like I said, when I was going through my breakup, I just went through YouTube and randomly found some um affirmations that about getting over a heartbreak or getting over me. And I still use affirmations that I find on the internet. But I am also now, one of the goals that I'm working on, and also because I'm learning more about affirmations, sometimes a general I am affirmation doesn't, is not as effective, right? Um, or not even that. It's just that crafting my own affirmations and making them personal specifically to me is more effective. And Chat GPT has been my bestie in helping me do that. And we were actually supposed to have a workshop today with this girl that I follow on TikTok. Shout out to TML Prompt. But we had a well, there was a conflict or a situation, circumstances changed, and so that's been postponed. But there's this girl on TikTok, TML Prompt, that I follow, and she does a lot of Chat GPT prompts. And I'm saying this to say that AI is really helpful. And if y'all are not using AI, if y'all are not on the Chat GPT front, I'm just saying, if you know, you know. I was intimidated, at first. I think I probably just really, I was a lagger when it came to AI. I was, had a little pushbacks. I had some reservations about it and still do for good reasons. But some of these artificial intelligence are really, really useful and can help us with our goals, with our manifesting. And this is why we are going to do the workshop, y'all, because I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, spoiler alert, when she and I do confirm a time to do this live masterclass or whatever it's going to be, y'all are going to love it because Chat GPT has been helping me manifest like a mother. I'm serious. Chat GPT has literally been helping me with my affirmations and with just a whole lot of other things, changing my mind. and stuff like that. Got mm-mm. I'll have to rewarm it. Um, are y'all ready to get into some affirmations? Are y'all ready to do this affirmation session? Let me see if I can go over to TikTok really quickly just to see. Actually, let me look on my phone. Let me see, y'all. Let's see. All right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hey, friend, Tanisha. I see you. Okay, Tanisha, if you are, see, Tanisha, I am so sorry. I see you, Tanisha and Lacilia and Latrice, and I appreciate y'all so much. For whatever reason, cannot see y'all from my phone. I can only pull up YouTube. So I see y'all, and Tanisha, you know I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for the love, and the engagement. You know that energy. I'm so appreciative of it. Are y'all ready to get in these affirmations with me? Y'all know what it is. And for my YouTube friends, we are gonna get into some affirmations, right? Tanisha, you like my new little setup here? You see I'm upgrading. I'm upgrading, y'all. Trying to do some new things here. And now I want to go to I like to put my little frequency sounds on when we do these affirmations just because it kind of calms me a little bit. So y'all bear with me. I woke up, and I've told y'all I woke up earlier this week, and I had this idea to do the alphabet of affirmations. And at first I was asking myself, what the heck does that mean? And basically, the idea was, I'm gonna put on Schumann resonance today. The idea was, go through the alphabet, and for every letter of the alphabet, say a positive affirmation. And so I kind of started doing that. Kind of started doing that. And it just kind of led into some other affirmations. So give me a second. Thank y'all for being here. I still see y'all over here on YouTube as well. All right. So the affirmations I have here just in an email draft on my email. And so we are going to say our affirmations here. Y'all ready? So what I've been doing lately is I've been into you affirmations. I've been listening to you affirmations. And so today, at this time, we're going to do these you affirmations. And the reason I like you affirmations is because when I am listening to them and I'm hearing this person, I'm hearing this voice, affirming to me, I use that voice. I imagine that voice to be my higher self. So that's what we're going to do today. And I'm saying that to give you an invitation to use my voice to be whatever or whoever it is that you need in this moment. So during these affirmations, this time is just going to be an opportunity for me to physically spread some positive energy, right? To speak life into y'all, and hopefully for you to have some positive takeaway today. Okay. So before we get into the affirmations, I want to take a minute for us to set an intention and get comfortable. I don't know, you may still be, lounging, laying in bed on this good Sunday morning. You may be moving around your house, but whatever you're doing, I just want to take a minute to slow down and set our intention for these next few minutes. And my intention for this session is simply that you will have some positive takeaway Um, Something will resonate with you and you will benefit from this energy in some way, in some positive way. So that is my intention. Okay. So, in case no one has told you, my friend, you are worthy. You are amazing. You are abundant. You are the bomb, friend. You are brilliant. You are capable. You are courageous. You are confident. You're so confident. And you should be confident because you're dope as hell. You are consistent. You consistently show up for yourself. You are deliberate. You are a deliberate creator. You're impeccable. You're extraordinary. You are intriguing. You're exceptional. There's nobody else like you, friend. You got your own sauce. You're phenomenal. You are one of one. You're fun to be around and you're gorgeous. Okay. Let's just say that. To quote Regina George, you're like really pretty. You put yourself together. You keep yourself together. You take time for yourself. You make time for yourself. You prioritize yourself, and you should because you're a priority. Okay. You are a powerful being. You are created in God's image. You are a reflection of the Creator. Do you understand that? That's pretty big. You are honest. You are humble. You do right by people. Good things just seem to come your way, and they should. You are inspiring. You are uplifting. You are encouraging. There's just something about you, friend. You give God his energy. You vibrate on a different level. You take pride in the things you do, and you're gracious at the same time. That's a really good balance. You are smart. You are intelligent. You are good at figuring things out. You're really good at figuring things out. And that's just one of the amazing things about you. You help other people. You enjoy helping other people. You love to see other people win. And because you cheer for and celebrate other people, the universe sees that energy and is getting ready to return it to you tenfold. So get ready, friend. Get ready, friend. It's on the way. It's coming back to you. You are so unique. You know that? You are perfect just the way you are, okay? From your hair to your nails to your mind to your body to your skin to your face to your complexion to your eyes to your smile to the way you think to the way you give to the way you love to the way you show up for other people to the way you show up for yourself. Everything is working out for you, and it's supposed to. Even when it seems like it's not working out, I promise you, it's part of the plan, friend. Trust the process. Trust God's plan. Trust in divine timing, friend. You are on the right track. Nothing is wrong. You're not behind. You're on your own timeline. What's for you is for you. You're about to walk in your season. You are walking into your purpose this very day. You are aligning with your dreams. Your manifestations are making their way to you. Every day, you are aligning with the life that's already yours. You are loved by so many people. Whew, you're here for a purpose. There are so many people that you don't even know who are paying attention to you and being inspired by the things you're doing. So I hope you know that. Keep going, friend. Keep moving forward because you are so loved and you deserve love. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve happiness. You deserve a beautiful life. You deserve to be rich and abundant. You deserve victory. You deserve to live your dream life. And it is literally and actually inevitable, friend. It is your birthright. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to hustle. You don't have to struggle. You do the most. All you simply have to do is allow and then receive. Can you trust that? Seriously. Can you allow that to permeate your body, your mind, and your soul? You should because it's true. All of this is the truth of who you are. You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are worthy. You're so worthy. You have no idea of all of the goodness that is waiting for you to receive. You are enough. You're more than enough. You are safe. You are safe to receive. You are safe to expand. You are safe to be who you truly are, authentically you. You are whole. You are grounded. You are supported. Your heart is open to what is meant for you. And in case no one has told you lately, you are loved, you are lovable, and you are love itself. Love is the highest vibration there is, so be that love. Operate in that energy, embody all that you are today because it's the truth of who you are. Amen and namaste. Y'all, I got a little chills on that one. That one felt good. That one felt good. But we're going to do another round. Okay. So, spoke life into you with these you statements. We're going to go back to the top. And then this time we're going to flip it into I affirmations. Okay. Um, so that you can speak life into yourself. So whether you want to, repeat these affirmations after me, I'll try to give you a little bit of time to do that. Or if you just want to say them to yourself. But we will start again from the top. Let's roll back up, scroll back up, and let's try these affirmations again. This time is I statements. Is this helping y'all? Give me a little love. Show me a little bit of energy today. All right. From the top, friends. Thank you, Lacilia and Tanisha and Latrice. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm glad you're finding this helpful, Tanisha. I'm telling y'all, I'm not just saying this stuff. I literally every day, every day. So from the top, y'all, and I'm speaking to myself, y'all. And so if I go a little bit faster, a little chill, you know what I'm saying? Because literally, like I'm telling y'all, words are energy, and I really sometimes I be needing this stuff. Okay. So I'm speaking to me right now. In case no one has told you, you are worthy. Oh, we're doing I am statements. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even when I'm saying you are statements and I'm saying them to y'all, I'm telling you, it's my higher self. I'm saying it to y'all, but I'm also using it as my higher self reaffirming me. So do y'all want to do you affirmations again, or would y'all want to do I affirmations? Which one would help you more at this time? We can do I am affirmations. We can do a round of I am affirmations. And then, just for good measure and for the new people that are coming in, we can go back and do another round of the you affirmations to close it out. Okay. We can do that. So let's do these I am affirmations, and then I'll come back and just do you affirmations again because I just been feeling the you affirmations lately. So Mm. I'm not EFT tapping. I actually have a little indigestion. Probably TMI, but okay. Okay. Quick reset. In case no one has told you today, this is a reminder that I am amazing. I am abundant. I am the bomb. Flex. I am brilliant. I am capable. I am courageous. I am consistent. I am fearless when it comes to pursuing my goals. I am confident. I'm so confident. And I should be because I'm dope as hell. I'm pretty dope. I'm pretty dope, yeah. I am deliberate. I am a deliberate creator. I'm impeccable. I'm intriguing. I am exceptional. There's nobody, it's really nobody else like me. I'm just saying. I am one of one. Facts. I am phenomenal. I'm fun to be around. I'm gorgeous. Okay. Let's just say that. Yes, I am like really pretty. Regina George got it right. I do. I keep myself together. I put myself together. I take time for myself. I make time for myself. I prioritize myself, and I should because I'm my priority. Okay. If not me, then who? I'm a powerful being and I know my power. I'm learning my power. I am created in God's image. I am a reflection of the creator. Okay? Yes. Like, do you understand that? You are a reflection of God. That's pretty amazing. I am honest. I am humble. I do right by people. Good things just seem to come my way, and they should because I have good energy. People like being around me. I am inspiring. I am uplifting. I am encouraging. There's just something about me. Okay. I give God his energy, and I do. I vibrate highly. I take pride in things I do, and I'm gracious at the same time. I respect and love myself. People. I enjoy helping other people. I love to see people win. And because I root for and cheer for and celebrate the success of other people, I trust that the universe sees that energy and is returning it back to me tenfold. I receive that. I receive that. I am so unique and perfect just the way I am. Things that I have seen as flaws are transformed into gifts. I love everything about myself from my hair to my nails to my mind to my body to my skin to my face to my complexion to my eyes to my teeth to my lips to the way I think to the way I give to the way I love to the way I show up for other people to the way I show up for myself. Everything is working out for me, and it should. Everything is working out for me. Even when it seems like it's not working out, I know it's still a part of the plan. I trust the process. I trust God's plan. I trust divine timing. I am on the right track. Nothing is wrong. I am not behind. I am on my own timeline. What's meant for me is for me. I'm about to walk into my season. I am walking in my purpose. Every I am walking into my purpose this very day. I am aligning with my dreams. My manifestations are making their way to me. Every day, I am aligning with the life that's already mine. I am here for a purpose. I am loved by so many people. There are people who I don't even know who are paying attention and being inspired by the things I'm doing. I receive that. I will keep moving forward because I know that I am loved. I know that I deserve love. I deserve peace. I deserve joy. I deserve happiness. I deserve a beautiful life. I deserve to be rich and abundant. I deserve to live luxury. I deserve to live my life. And I know that it's not just possible, it is inevitable. I know that this is my birthright. I know that I don't have to do anything. I, I only need to allow and believe and receive. I trust this because I understand this is the truth of who I am. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I'm so worthy. You have no idea of all of the goodness that is waiting for you to receive, but I do. I am enough. I'm more than enough. I am safe. I'm safe to receive. I am safe to expand. I am safe to be who I truly am, authentically me. My heart is open to what is meant for me. And in case no one has told you today, you are loved, you are lovable, and you are love itself. Love is the highest vibration there is, so embody all that you are today. Amen. Ooh, and namaste. I got little goosebumps there. Y'all, my favorite part of these affirmations is when I say, you are loved. No, you are loved, you are lovable, and you are love itself. Love is the highest vibration there is. So be that love. Embody all that you are today. That's my favorite part. What was y'all's favorite part? What was y'all's favorite affirmation in here today? Or even not that. What's been your favorite part about anything that you've heard today? What have you received today? What is your takeaway? Please tell me something. Let me go back over to TikTok. Cause y'all quiet on YouTube. My TikTok girlies, my TikTok friends be vocal over here. Y'all got me to 10,000. Thank y'all. I didn't even set a goal. Thank y'all so much. Tanisha, Latrice, Lacelia, I see y'all. Welcome in, Ben. 17. Would anybody like to share a takeaway today? Oh, thank you for saying that, Lacelia. Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Literally. I feel a shift. I feel a shift. I feel like two words have been just all in my spirit this year. Earlier, early when 2025 first started, I had wrote a post that my word for the year was shift, or maybe that was going into the end. Maybe that was the end of 2024 coming into 25. I think my word was shift because I have felt it. And I feel like collectively people feel like there's a shift. Y'all know the landscape of where we are in our government, right? Not finna get on that, but I definitely feel a shift. And regardless of what's going on, I feel like I feel like I am shifting in elevation. And that's where I'm putting my energy. I know that there's a lot going on. I know that, my focus could be elsewhere, but I am intentionally focus on I'm shifting. That's the direction I'm shifting in, right? Tanisha, it reminded me to take time to pour into my own cup. Listen, if not you, then who? Mm, yeah. Oh, okay. Being intentional and powerful. Y'all, I am so excited to be working on this presentation. This other I have a whole nother slide deck that I'm working on about energy. You talk about being powerful, Tanisha. I just really want to share with y'all when I talk about like, I talk about affirmations, but like, I want y'all to know, like, for real, the energy, the power that you have to create. There is this quote by Louise Hay, and you can probably find it here on TikTok that she says, "You're the only person who thinks in your mind." And I've been sitting with that. Well, not lately, but I sat with that for a couple days and I was just like, that is so powerful. Nobody else thinks for you. And the things that you think about are the things that you see, right? Where your attention goes, your energy flows. I've shared this kind of analogy before, like if you're in a relationship with somebody and all you do is complain about what he don't do and what he's not doing, your relationship is not going to improve because your energy is on lack. Your energy is on the fact that your person is not doing something. Whereas if you shift your energy and maybe even start expressing to your partner the gratitude for the little things they are doing, guess what? That is a shift in energy that may inspire your person. Welcome in, Minnie Lee. That can inspire your person to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That might just get him a little, whatever to do more, little things like that. Energy. Your words are so powerful, whether you say them out loud or not. So that's why you also have to be aware of your thoughts, the things that you're thinking, because you create your reality through your thoughts. I know you probably hear that all the time and you think it's cliche. It's not a cliche. It's facts. Yeah. So our takeaways for today, I see as an energy shift, a shift in energy, um, a reminder to be intentional and powerful. Thank you. Thank you so much for the continued love. Welcome in, Bright. I see you. And pouring into our own cup. Welcome in, John. Yes. Yes. I appreciate y'all's energy. I appreciate you all's presence. Welcome in, that lady Catherine. Does anybody have any questions, any comments, any concerns? Because if not, I'm going to hop off and get ready to come back later on in the day. Welcome in, Esther. Thank y'all so much. I think my goal in my 10,000 and y'all have exceeded that. And I am so appreciative. I'm so appreciative, y'all. Going live is new for me. If y'all know me, and I know Tanisha and Latoya, I'm such an introverted person and soft-spoken person and president of the home. A bit of a delay, so sorry about that. But I'm still trying to get into this live space, but y'all being here and just being present and especially engaging with me and showing love is so helpful and I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, definitely have felt my elevation in the best way. Um, Again, my intention for our time together today was just that something would be impactful for you. And yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here so that I can I'm trying to see if I'm gonna go to church. My church is really casual and I did tell my mom I was gonna come to church today and go have dinner with her and my niece and my friend. And so yeah, I think I'm gonna throw on some clothes and get my day started. It's 10 o'clock here. So I did want to get on early so I could get off early and get my day started. But yeah. I think um see, that's the thing. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. We'll be back this evening to say our affirmations and maybe do an overview of this presentation once again. Appreciate your continued support. And until next time, I will see y'all later. Um, keep praying, keep saying your affirmations, keep manifesting.